Hello Houston, this is Jason, the Outreach Science Manager and the Life Science Educator here at the Children's Museum Houston. I am inside the Power Science Lab and I'm about to show you a really fun genetics activity brought to you by Texas Children's Hospital. Let's get started. The activity we're going to do today is called Alien Genetics, and the reason we're going to do it is to show you why you have certain physical traits, meaning why do you look the way you look. It also has to do with traits that include your personality and your emotions. The materials you're going to need for this activity, there's quite a few, but it's pretty easy stuff to get. You're going to need 6 different color craft sticks, and you're going to need 5 for your mom allele, which I'll explain in a minute, and 5 for your dad allele of each one. So you'll have 10 orange, 10 red, 10 blue, 10 green, 10 yellow, 10 purple, or whatever colors you have. Next, you're going to want to grab some Play-Doh. Now, you don't need all 6 colors of Play-Doh. You're going to only need 2 colors of Play-Doh. Depending on whether or not you download the sheet that we have on our website or you create your own sheet of traits will depend on which colors of Play-Doh you'll use. You're also going to want to get some googly eyes, some pipe cleaners. I have 2 colors. You can have more than 2 colors. You can have as many pipe cleaners as you want. You're going to want a ruler, some scissors, and a plate to do everything on. If you can, download this Alien Phenotypes trait sheet. There are 3 different ones you can download, and they will determine the color of Play-Doh you use, whether it be purple, yellow, green, orange, red, blue. This is really important when you understand the science behind this. There are other sheets you can download as well, but this is the most important one. Now, if you don't have the capability to download the sheet, make up your own phenotype trait sheet. I will explain each and every one of them, and then you can even change some of it a little bit, but try to keep it as much the same as I have it for yours. Before we begin the activity, I want to explain genetics very, very quickly to you. Genetics is the passing down of certain traits from your mom and dad, and it actually goes way further back than that, to you. So, you probably have brown hair because someone in your family once had brown hair, or you have blue eyes because someone in your family once had blue eyes. That's what a trait is. It's how long your fingers are. It's the color of your eyes. It's how tall you are. All of that stuff. Now, to make it simplified, we're going to go ahead and use these 2 craft sticks. There's a mom craft stick and there's a dad craft stick. These are called alleles. When you have 2 alleles come together, one from your mom and one from your dad, you have a genotype. That genotype is basically the gene that's being passed down to you. The genotype is then expressed as a phenotype, which is the physical trait. So the phenotype would be your brown hair. The genotype would be the gene within the cells in your body. So what we're really going to worry about during this activity is just the phenotypes, and we're going to show you how random they are, whether or not you get a recessive gene or a dominant gene. Now, just because it's called a dominant gene does not mean it's expressed more in humans. There's a lot of dominant genes that are thankfully gone from humans, like Hodgkin's disease. That's a dominant gene. We actually were able to get that rid of because the recessive gene took over. Recessive and dominant basically can be expressed this way. Dominant, we have a uppercase letter, like a big A. Recessive, we have a lowercase letter, like a small a. If you get a big A and a big A when you randomly pick your craft sticks, you're going to have a dominant gene. If you get a big A and a small a, you're also going to have a dominant gene, because the dominant big A always wins. If you get a small a and a small a, then you'll have a recessive gene. And usually it's only 2 different things. So in this case, if you get a dominant gene, you'll have a purple body. If you get a recessive gene, you'll have a yellow body for your alien, because that's what you're going to create. You're going to create your own alien. And even though there are rules to it, you can also have creative expression as well. So these are the different genotypes I randomly chose. You probably saw when I was going through the materials that I had all the different sticks in cups. I had dad separated and mom separated. So all I did was, I didn't even look at them. I just grabbed them to see what I got. Now I know the purple one's hard to see, And there's my mom and there's my dad, but they're both little a's. So if you look over here at the phenotype, what's gonna happen because I have a recessive 2 little a's, my body's going to be yellow. When you come to the yellow sticks, my mom is a small b, but my dad's a big B, so it's gonna be a dominant gene. I'm gonna have a straight body. When you get to the green ones, again, a dominant and a recessive means dominant. The green one over here, I'm gonna have 3 eyes. Now here's where you can get creative. It doesn't say where the eyes have to go. It doesn't say what the size of the eyes are. I can pick eye sizes and I can put them wherever I want. Here's the blue ones. The blue ones are both recessive, so I'm gonna have 7 legs. Again, remember I told you to get the pipe cleaners? Those will be your legs. They can be different color legs. They can go in different spots. That's all that matters. So I'm gonna move this sheet up just a little bit so you can see the red and the orange. My red over here, this is dominant, big E, little e. So my length of my arms are going to be 5.5 inches. That's what you're gonna use the ruler for. Again though, I can pick as many arms as I want. That's the cool thing. Now over here, I have a small r and a big R. That's gonna be dominant. So my alien is gonna go ahead and have antennae. Again, I can make the antennae any way I want, and I can put them anywhere I want. So even though you gotta follow the rules of genetics, you also have creative license to do what you want in some cases. So now that I have my phenotypes picked out, my traits, those things that you can see on a human body, or in this case, in an alien body, I'm gonna go ahead and start making my alien. So we saw that the purple sticks was recessive. So I'm gonna use yellow Play-Doh to have its body color. But because the body shape was dominant, it's gonna be a straight body. So straight body, what does that mean? It means whatever you want it to mean. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it and I'm gonna roll it out a little bit. And then I'm gonna set it down. And so it's not a very round body, it's just a straight body. And I'm gonna mush it out some, make it a little bigger, make it almost rectangular in the body size, almost like a human torso. Now, nothing was said about a head or anything like that, it's just a body. So if I want, I can get my other Play-Doh and put a head on here. But I think I'm just gonna stick to the body for now. I'm just gonna stick to the body. All right, so I have my straight body now. So my next one was my eyes. It says it has 3 eyes because I picked the dominant one right here, M&M. So I have all these different eyes I can choose from. Look at all these different sizes and whatnot. So you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and take one of these smaller googly eyes, put it right here. I'm gonna take another smaller googly eye, put it right here. And then I'm gonna pick a big googly eye and kind of put it right in the middle here. That way it doesn't have to look down all the time to see. It can look down, it can always be also looking down. And maybe it goes between different eyes to see what it wants to see. Now my next one, these blue ones here, was my number of legs, and I got recessive. So my little alien here is going to have 7 legs. So I'm gonna just take a pipe cleaner, but here's the cool part. I can make them any length I want because there was no length. So I'm just gonna cut 7 legs out. And maybe I'll have some smaller legs, and I'll have some bigger legs. So I got 4 so far, so I'm gonna cut this one in half, and I'm gonna cut this one in half. So I have 7 legs now. I have 3 sort of long legs and 4 shorter legs. Now, where do I put the legs? It's your alien. You can put them wherever you want. Maybe the legs retract and do different things. So I'm gonna start putting my legs right over in here. So I'm gonna have a leg there. I'm gonna have a leg over here. I'm gonna push this one in just a little bit so they're a little bit the same size. I'm gonna put the 4 legs, the smaller ones, on the bottom over here. So like 2 right there, and then maybe 1 right here, and 1 right here. Now I got 1 more leg. I think I'm gonna put this last leg, I'm gonna curl it up, and I'm gonna put it inside, right over here, and it's like a balance leg. It can fold out. So that's the other cool thing you can do. You can make it so that you create a story about your alien, and that becomes the alien's traits are because of where they live, how they live, what they need to survive. So I'm gonna have a leg that can kind of come out when it needs to. All right, so 4 down, I got 2 more. Now this next one is gonna be these red sticks here. And this one you gotta use your ruler because it's the length of the arm. So my arm lengths are gonna be 5.5 inches. So what you gotta do is get your ruler, put your right there, find the 5.5, and then you gotta cut it at 5.5, which is right there. Now, if you don't wanna use your ruler again, that's fine. Just go ahead and put these up together, and then go ahead and cut that end off there, and you have 2 that are 5.5 inches. So this guy has really long arms, but there's things you can do. Like, I'm gonna give my arms a little loop at the end. I'm gonna give my arms a little loop at the end, so it can grab onto things. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. I'm gonna give it a little loop. But see, this is where the creativity part comes in. I'm just gonna stick the arms right up here. Yeah, it kind of looks like it has like a little bubble blowers on its arms. And I got one going up and one going down, which is okay because my alien sometimes has to go this way, has to go this way, and sometimes has to go this way. All right, last one is antennae. My alien has antennae. So you can do different things with the antennae. You can use your craft sticks, you can use different colors of Play-Doh. I'm just gonna go ahead and use a pipe cleaner to give it its antennae, and I'm gonna cut it, and I'm gonna give it like a little bit of like a thing like that, and I'm gonna put it on top right here. And you know what? I'm gonna use the green one so that like all those different colors are representative. And it's interesting, I got yellow, and yellow and blue make green, so maybe that's something to be said about this alien. Maybe it's a camouflage thing. So then, right there, you have yourself your little alien dude. Now, you don't have to stop here. You can grab other things from your home and continue giving your alien traits. You can give it a mouth. You can give it hair if you want, or fur, anything like that. But this is just to get you started to understand the randomness of phenotypes or traits and how they occur. If you want to understand further how you get to the dominant and the recessive gene, go ahead and download this sheet right here that's called Punnett squares. So if you look at this Punnett square, there's 5 different squares, and it sort of puts down all the different combinations you can have. So you can have all uppercase A's, or you can have 3 uppercase A's and 1 lowercase a, or 2 uppercase A and 2 lowercase a, or 1 uppercase A and 3 lowercase a, and then 4 lowercase a. And then you can see how you can get to dominant and recessive genes. The big D equals dominant, the small r equals recessive. It's a good exercise for you to do too. So if you want, take the A's away, make your own Punnett squares and put X's or Y's or Q's or whatever you want and practice that. Thank you for joining me for this really fun genetics activity. I do want to remind you that if you are watching this on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button so that you can watch all the fun videos that we have. Not just science videos, we have songs that we put up, we have Mr. O's oh wow moments, we have all kinds of stuff, and I want to make sure you see everything that we have to offer. Also, when you make your little alien, and it's going to be really cool, I know, go ahead and take a picture of it and take that picture and post it to our social media. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have it all, and we'd love to see the alien creations that you've made. Now, we also want to thank once more Texas Children's Hospital for allowing us to do this fun activity, and I want to thank you for joining me once more. I am Jason. Hope to see you soon. Hope you're having a great day. Bye for now.